Hey everyone, Zelda Pro from PurpleCoin Entertainment here, and today I'm going to be discussing, is this really the Paper Mario game that we want? And of course, I am talking about Paper Mario the Origami King that was just announced today by Nintendo. It was a surprise video. I also made a stream of me reacting to that, which it was really bad because a lot of the stream was not running properly. But it got a lot of views anyway, and so now I was like, you know what? I haven't really got to discuss this. I got to kind of discuss a little bit in that stream, but now I'm going to actually make a video about it. Kind of just talking about if this is really the Paper Mario that we want. Now, I can't really talk for everybody, because there's a group of people that just really love Color Splash, love everything about it, and so this is more leaning towards people like myself that really wanted like a sequel to Thousand Year Door. And so when I say we want a Paper Mario that we want, I'm referring, I guess, mostly to me. And maybe like I'm just the only person that wants a sequel to Thousand Year Door. I know that I'm not. But anyway, let's get into this. So I've written down some points here, and I just kind of wanna compare things that we notice in this trailer versus Color Splash and versus Thousand Year Door, because I know that what we feel is a good Paper Mario game and what we want is some of these things that I've written down. So like the first point, I'm going to be talking about characters and NPCs or partners. The second point will be talking about the story. The third point will be talking about the battle system. The fourth point will be talking about an open world versus a world map. The fifth point will be talking about humor. And then my last point, I'm just going to kind of do an overall comparison of all three games and determine if this Paper Mario game that just got announced is going to satisfy everybody. So, point one, characters and NPCs slash partners. So, when I was first watching the trailer, my first thought was, oh my gosh, there's partners. And the more that I've been watching it, I'm not entirely sure if there is. So, we've barely seen anything of the battle system, but what we have seen is it looks like it's only Mario that is going to be battling. That could change. There could be some different things later on in the game that we don't know about, but from what I've seen, it looks like that mostly the characters that are following Mario around in the overworld are more, I guess, just there for the story. I don't know if they're actually going to work like partners do, like they did in the first two Paper Mario games. That's just something that we'll have to see. But the one thing that really stands out to me is that these characters are actual characters. They're not just a bunch of just toads, like, that are all the same color, because like you get Sticker Star, where it's like almost all the talking characters were toads, but they were just all very generic. No one really had any personality. And then Color Splash kind of fixed that, but the cast of characters still felt like this is like mostly toads. But this game, at least based off this trailer, seems like there's going to be a lot more different characters, a lot of different NPCs and stuff that you might be able to talk to, because there are towns and stuff, so I imagine that there will be NPCs. So, like I said, this is something that we'll just have to see about later. But overall, I think it's pretty sure thing to say that there are going to be a lot more characters in this. It's not going to be just a bunch of generic toads, which is freaking awesome. So the second point would be the story. So, me personally, even though I think the Thousand Year Door is the best Paper Mario game that has been made, I think Super Paper Mario had the better story. I think it was really deep, it was really heartfelt and emotional, and there was just a lot of really good story points in Super Paper Mario. And after that, the story was just like not existent anymore in Paper Mario. In Sticker Star, it was Bowser got the star thing, and go get the star things and stop Bowser, and that was it. Then you've got Color Splash, which did a little bit of a better job at trying to tell a story. Yes, Bowser was the villain again, but like he kind of didn't know what he was doing throughout the game. So there was a little bit more of a mystery element to Color Splash, so it did better, but it was still like, where is the old deep, heartfelt stories that Paper Mario used to tell. And I can't really say much about the original game because it was also just Stop Bowser. But the way that the writing was and the way they told that story was a lot better than anything that Sticker Star and Color Splash did. So, but the one thing, well, I'll get into that later. So then we look at this trailer. It starts off. It looks really creepy. It's like some kind of origami cult or something, which is really creepy, but it's like also really cool at the same time because it looks like it's actually going to go into some more darker themes, which is something I feel like the older Paper Mario games did really well, exploring darker themes while also still being pretty lighthearted for being Mario. But whenever I was just watching the trailer, it does seem like it's going to have a lot more emphasis on the story this time. But I'm not sure how far they're going to go with it, though. I don't know if it's going to get much deeper than what we saw in the trailers. I don't know if there's going to be like a backstory for the Origami King and for Mario's partner. I'm trying to remember what her name was. Olivia. Her name's Olivia. I don't know if there's going to be backstory for them. I know like Sticker Star and Color Splash, you had your partner characters. There was Huey, but he didn't really have too much of a backstory or anything. So I don't know. I'm not sure how all they're going to be doing story. This is once again just something that we're going to have to see. Like I said, we're basing everything here off of this one trailer. But I can say for sure that this looks like it's going to be a much better story than Color Splash and Sticker Star had. Will it live up to, something as great as Super Paper Mario? I don't think so. I don't even think it'll really come close to what Thousand Year Door did. But I do think that it's going to maybe find like a middle ground. But I could be completely wrong. It could like completely just blow the story out of the water. It could be extremely incredible. It could get really deep. It could get really emotional. That is something that I want, but that's something that I'm not sure is going to happen. So it's something else that we're going to have to really just check about and see whenever we get there. Which, by the way, I just want to say this is not one of my points, but the game is only 2 months away. It just got announced today, and it's already 2 months away from release, which is super amazing. That's super crazy. And so a lot of these unknowns we're going to know pretty soon. I guarantee Nintendo will come out with at least 1 or 2 more trailers. If not a Nintendo Direct pretty soon. I don't think they are planning any Nintendo Directs. If anything, they're just going to keep releasing games like this. But I definitely think we'll get another trailer or 2 for this game, and I think there will be like a battle system trailer where they explain that. So yeah, we'll just have to see. Speaking of the battle system, that's my third point. So the rumors of this game was that it was going to be a return to form Paper Mario, and in a way I can kind of see how it is, but in a way I can kind of see how it's not. The battle system is not like it used to be. Still, there's still, at least at this moment in the trailer, it doesn't seem like there's going to be like partners in battle, and it's definitely different because you're like rotating the stage and stuff, which I do like that because it makes it very strategic. I love strategy in games like this, but at the same time, I'm not sure how all it's going to work out. I'm not sure what all you're going to be able to do in the battle system or how it entirely works. We only have a little bit of footage of the battle system, which I'm sure I've got on screen right now. But one thing that I noticed is that you can click on the boots or the hammer, and it doesn't look like that's like a usable thing. There was nothing in the overworld that you're collecting to use your battle move, so it's like the whole sticker and the cards from Color Splash. Looks like all those mechanics are gone, which for me is fantastic because I hated that battle system so much, and I'm really happy that they're doing something else. Now, the only way that I'll truly love this is if it works. So like, it needs to be enjoyable first off, which it seems like it might be, but we'll just need to see. But also, battling needs to have a purpose. There is no purpose for battling in Sticker Star. There was a really lame purpose for battling in Color Splash, which is just to get the paint, which really you didn't even really need that much. So, like, this game has got to have some kind of leveling system or purpose for battling. Like, Mario has got his HP. If they can make it to where the more you battle, the more HP you get, that would be awesome. But I noticed in the trailer there's just several parts where the HP is just really high, and that's how it was in Color Splash. So I'm just a little concerned about what the battle system is going to be doing for you. And honestly, if the battle system is going to be completely pointless again to where there's no point in even doing it, that's going to be a huge bummer for me, and definitely not what I would want in Paper Mario. I don't care even if they brought back just like the regular battle system from like Thousand Year Door or something. If there is no point to it, if there's no leveling up, then it's like, what is the purpose of actually doing it? And I know you can sit there and say like, well, it's just to take out an obstacle or something, and like, yeah, I mean, I could see that being fine like that for like a boss or something, but when you're just out in the overworld and stuff, like, all you're going to want to do is just not fight things, because there's no point in it. It's just wasting your time. So hopefully that gets fixed. Again, we'll just have to see. We literally don't know hardly anything about the battle system, so that's something that we'll have to see. Fourth point here is the open world versus the world map. What made the other Paper Mario games, the first three, so great is that you have the entire world to explore, and everything just felt connected together. But then you come to Sticker Star and Color Splash, where everything is thrown onto a giant world map, and then you just feel disconnected from that world, because to go from one place to another, you have to go onto another map screen, move on the little line, and I don't like that. And it looks like, based on this trailer, that the open world format is probably back, which is super, super, super freaking awesome. So hopefully that's it. There is a section of the trailer where there's these pipes marked 1 through 6. I'm not entirely sure how that works or what that's for, but one of the things that I thought about was maybe there's a main hub world, and then you go down into like this pipe area, and those 6 pipes are like the different worlds. And I'm thinking maybe they'll do a thing where it's like Zelda, where you can do dungeons in any order or something. So maybe you can go to any of these worlds in any order and complete them however you want. If that's how it is, that would be so cool. That'd be a completely new thing for the Paper Mario series. And honestly, I think that would raise my not raise my expectation, but that would surpass my expectations for what I would want in a Paper Mario game. Because I never even considered letting Mario choose which world he goes to first. Like, that would be an amazing thing. I don't know if that's how it is. We'll just have to see, but that's what I'm really hoping for. That would be amazing. So the fifth point, and the last main point, is the humor in the game. Color Splash was one of the funniest games I think I've ever played. One of them. And it's definitely the funniest one in the whole Paper Mario series. And I think that was one of Color Splash's highest points, was the writing and the humor. This game seems like it's probably going to have something like that. But like I said, it does seem like it's going to have more of a darker tone to it. And honestly, as long as it can keep that dark tone but still be light and have just those comedic gold writings that were like in Color Splash, that would be amazing. Thousand Year Door had really good quips and stuff too, but like, if we could get the humor from Color Splash and get the intensity of Thousand Year Door or Super Paper Mario and just mix those together, that would be amazing. And that's something that Paper Mario does really well, is humor, I feel like. And I think this game will be no exception. So just the last thing I want to talk about is kind of talking about the 3 different, I guess, genres of Paper Mario. That you got the first 2 games, which were, they had their own battle system and stuff, and it's just Paper Mario. And then you've got Super Paper Mario, which is kind of the black sheep of the whole Paper Mario series, where it was 2D. And then you've got I'm calling it the dark era, the Sticker Star and Color Splash, which was the really poopy battle system where you have to collect stuff to... I don't even want to talk about it. And so now we've got this new game. Where does this game fit? Does it fit into the first two, Super Paper Mario or the Color Splash? Well, obviously it doesn't fit into the Super Paper Mario, so we can mark that off. Here's the thing. I don't want to quite put this under Sticker Star and Color Splash, but I don't want to put it under Thousand Year Door and Paper Mario either. I honestly feel like that this game may end up being its own kind of thing. It may end up being just like another black sheep in the in the Paper Mario family, just like Super Paper Mario is. I feel like it's gonna be its own thing. If anything, it just based on this trailer and based on what I've seen and heard, it really seems like it's going to be some kind of cross between Thousand Year Door and Color Splash, while also having its own new things. And so, is this really the Paper Mario we want? I don't really know. I don't think that this game is going to reach all the expectations that I personally had for like a sequel to Thousand Year Door or anything. I don't think this is going to be where I want it, but I really think this is going to be an amazing game. I think it's going to be able to stand up on its own as a great Paper Mario game. I don't think it's going to be, trashed on like Sticker Star and Color Splash. I think it's going to hold up. I think it's going to do really well, and I think it's going to be a really enjoyable game. Now, a lot of this is really just speculation. I mean, there's only one trailer and just a little bit of the battle footage, and that's about all we've got to go off on. So I'm sure I'll probably end up discussing this again. I'll definitely want to be playing this game on the channel this summer when it comes out. Maybe we'll stream it later. But yeah, that's just what I think. What are your all's thoughts? Is this really the Paper Mario that you guys want? Let me know in the comments below. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.